Let me take you back to a time where the water wasn't so blue and bicycles weren't a thing. This was the time of Abraham Lincoln. Okay, so my facts may have been a little off on the bicycle front. After some thorough research, it turns out a German lad by the name of Karl von Drass made the first bicycle. So damn you, Karl. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, Abraham Lincoln. Or as his associates called him, Abe. Abe was an interesting chap for many reasons, such as abolishing slavery, but that's not why I'm interested in Abe. It's Abe's camera I'm interested in. Being a descendant of Abe, I received his glorified treasure map, which looks something like this. Well, it does look like this. The lost camera was prophesied to be able to turn dreams into reality. So being the curious person I am, I thought I'd try and do what all my ancestors failed to do. So here's the story of the lost camera. The Lost Camera, a story by Tommy G. I knew the key to the camera lied in the map. I had to study this map ferociously and go to the depths of my mental sanity. I turned to technology, unhelpful as always. Then, to the darkest place on earth, the gym. I was setting new bests on my weights, but no luck on the camera front came. The breakthrough moment came in the outdoors. The garden! After an expeditious change of clothes, and 6 hours of sunlight having passed, the hunt continued. I discovered that weirdly enough, the G on the map stood for garden. Abe was such a weirdo. My hands weren't going to be enough. I had to turn to the shed. I found paint. A lot of paint. I wonder what my ancestors had really been doing. Eventually the broom was acquired. By the time my digging had commenced, the time was late. But time is an abstract concept anyway, so I journeyed on. And I began digging and digging and digging, till the breaking of exhaustion. But I had to keep going, so I kept manipulating the very crops which has fed me all these years, till it had finally broken me to another emotional breakdown. But in honor of Abe, I reconvened and had one last intense glaze into the map. Suddenly, a white entity emerged from the roots. And at last, the gold had been found, and I had my first kiss. To the great soul who finds me, love Abraham Lincoln. Yes. After excavating my blood and sweat, I could sleep tight knowing Abe would be watching over. After a long peaceful relaxation, I decided to demonstrate my prowess of what the new folks call video footage. Big days start off with Barocca, Chemist Warehouse 7099. No, Barocca don't sponsor me, but if they want to help a brother out... My skillful playing of a guitar came next. Brace your ears. 15th century Italy was where journaling began, and as my cousin says, everyone has some Italian in them, so why not journal? Not much to see here, just me belting a rockmelon. Next, I decided to embrace Abe Lincoln's wisdom and showcase the recent book I've been consuming, which is Think Like a Monk by Shetty. Shetty proclaims that the world will end if we don't put monks in power immediately. Not really. Shetty conveys thinking like a monk can help individuals reach their potential through overcoming negativity, accessing inner peace, and creating true purpose. A fascinating read. I'm not sure what this clip's about, perhaps just me hopping downstairs. As Albert Einstein once said, the true nature of a man is seen in how well he can spin a basketball. At least I think that's what Einstein said. Next came my greatest skill, shooting a basketball. Okay, maybe not. Okay, definitely not. What about dribbling? Not that either. But doing a cool celebration when no one's watching? That's a skill of mine. Succeeding this was skateboarding. My grandma always said I had true talent for this. It's a shame she's blind. Eventually, on the 56th attempt, I got a rhythm. Keep in mind this is in 8 times speed. Here are figments of grass only found in the wilderness of background. They hold some of the rarest species in the world, such as dirt and soil. I don't get how David Attenborough does it. I really don't. Here is me opening a door, about as captivating as all the Rock's movies. Snooker was going to be the climax of the video. It is foretold that Abe was an avid snooker player. Now I had to be ready. Cue the music. I had to warm up and then practice for my match against nobody. Then, to really get the blood flowing, I had to have a few... Wait, what? Here you have a white net cultivated in some factory. But then, the camera of choice had ran out of juice, so the day was called. The following morning, another Barocca biscuit was immersed into H2O. And after some more terrible B-roll, the juice had finally been restored. I suppose some schoolwork had to be showed. It was once again time to damage your ears with some diligently played guitar. First came Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. If you don't get goosebumps listening to this, then I don't blame you. Next up was Sunshine of Your Love by Cream. Weird choice for a band name. Embracing my inner Rocky Balboa with Eye of the Tiger was next. This had me feeling some type of way at 2 PM in the afternoon.
No. Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Next was the Stairway of Death. Cue the music. After a lot of rain and watching Outer Banks highlights for 3 consecutive hours, snooker was back. For note, pool is the conventional name of this game, but it can be confused with a swimming, yeah, you get the drift. Followed by stretching, making sure I didn't pull a hamstring, or whatever athletes pull these days. Here it was, the shot of all shots, the one which would define who wins, me or I. Quite a solid little shot there. Really got the balls moving. Here's the expensive camera setup for the phone. And as Abraham Lincoln once said, once you start a pool game, you gotta finish it. Even if it's against yourself. And that brings us to the end of the video. And until next time, as the Spanish say, bon voyage.